Hello, everybody, and welcome back to season 4 of Talk Dirty Dancing to Me. Katie and I are so excited to discuss season 31 of Dancing with the Stars. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to come back every week.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, I'm not trying to laugh. I'm very emotional. I'm very
I
decompressing.
I feel like I got punched in my eyeballs.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be us just kind of feeling out our emotions and decompressing from this episode because it was a lot.
I haven't had a good cry like that in a minute.
Aww.
Also, trigger warning, this is about to be the snottiest.
Oh yeah.
I sound horrible and
You're
my
sniffling.
nose. I was weeping.
Yeah, I have a headache because
Me too.
I was trying, like when you're just trying so hard not to cry, but like a couple tears are like there. And then you've been working on not crying for so long that your head starts hurting. And then when you finally let yourself cry, then your head's just going to hurt anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Mine is throbbing. I mean, I know that you have company to watch the podcast, the show. But I am alone on my couch, and I just went into the bedroom to change out of my wet sleeved shirt from wiping my snot and tears.
Yeah.
And Brendan was like, "Are you crying?" And
Are you good?
I was like, "No, fam, not good."
Yeah, it's like I always expect it, but then I'm always even more triggered every single time.
I've never I like Most Memorable Year. Some of it is a little cheesy for me, in the past, but this one, I don't know if it's just because I had a really hard day at work or what, but this one hit me right in the heart, dude.
Also do it. That'll do it for sure.
I was unprepared for tonight.
Yeah, me too. But I thought it was really good. And I don't know, it's what we needed for this season. It's just like a recentering. It just kind of got us all on the same page, I feel like.
Yeah. And you made the comment last week when we were obviously we listen back to our episodes because we're our own biggest fan.
Exactly. Someone has to be.
Right. And you were right. We don't have anybody that we hate, which it's a refreshing change.
Yeah. I listened to our episode after we recorded it and I was like, we like every single one of these people. And that's not typical.
No, there's always a villain.
Yeah.
I think the villain is just Tyra.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah,
so,
it was insufferable tonight.
It was the worst it's been in a minute.
And I knew I was going to jinx it for her because her makeup and her hair looked so bad tonight. Maybe the Glam Squad is listening and was like, "No, we gotta we gotta sabotage her."
Said her hair is giving Founding Father, and
it looked so bad.
I know what they were going for, and they didn't nail it.
The dress was good. The dress was good. You didn't like the dress?
The dress was giving Dillard's formal wear clearance rack.
No. Rose Dillard's.
I'm almost positive I've tried that on.
Oh, we probably have back in the past in the 2010s, but I didn't think it was the worst.
It wasn't the worst, but it was just not good. And then with the pumps, and then she almost ate it on her walkout. Did you see that? She got her feet all tangled up. I was like, oh shit.
Some model she is, huh? Anyway.
So I guess let's just jump in.
Let's jump in. Okay,
intro. What did you think of the intro? I need to talk about that.
Okay, first of all, I can't believe that they said it's the halfway point to the season.
No, it's not.
That's literally that is what Tyra said. I have it in quotes, halfway point. I said
they said that. I swear to God, they said it last week.
Well,
I talked about it on the podcast. She is she doesn't know how to count, or there's going to be quadruple eliminations. Also, Stella is grunting, my dog. So if you heard that, I'm sorry.
Okay, so anyway, the intro, it almost it was production value was off. It was this is supposed to be serious, but it looks really cheesy.
You know what it was? It was Days of Our Lives.
Oh.
I said, this is giving ABC Family original series.
Yeah.
The slow-mo, look up at the camera with the shitty background, the green screen behind you.
Right. Yeah.
It was pretty cheesy. It was not very good.
Well, speaking of Days of Our Lives, our first couple was Trevor and Emma, contemporary.
They were from he's from 90210.
No, but he literally said in his intro, he said, I got my first acting gig on Days of Our Lives.
Wow, I didn't even do that on purpose.
He said in 2009, I booked Days of Our Lives.
Are you sure?
I have it in my notes.
Okay, well, I didn't write that down.
Yeah, girly.
So, because I put in my notes, his most memorable year was when he got a job on 90210.
He said, I booked Days of Our Lives, and then I was a struggling actor because I wasn't picking anything up. Then I was ready to move home and like go home with my dad, and then I booked the other show.
902. Okay, cool. So
90210.
we're both right, and I love that for us.
Yeah, A plus students.
Speaking of A plus, that haircut is really great.
Yeah, it was giving Derek Huff. It was giving Ken Barbie again. It's just
Watch out, Ryan Reynolds.
I know.
Gosling.
Watch out. But yeah, he comes to slay with the look. The look is always a 10 on Trevor for sure.
What did you think of this dance?
Okay, so I said I felt like I agreed with Carrie Ann where he was trying really, really hard and it was powerful, but then at the same time, like it did look like he was pushing a little bit. I did think his lines looked really nice. And my friend Emily, who was over here, just said he looks like a golden retriever while he dances. And then as soon as she said that, like I couldn't get that out of my head.
So this whole night was giving me so many like flashbacks to like high school, early 2000s, because several people had that as their year. The song Viva La Vida took me back, dude.
Yeah.
Coldplay with some bangers over here. But I agree with you. I said that he had a lot of really good shaping happening. He had some great arm movement. He looked really strong when it was just him and Emma. But I didn't like the kind of more contemporary, like posy things with like the clenched fists, because it didn't feel natural.
He's not, he doesn't.
That's not his vibe.
Yeah.
Right. So I felt like that kind of detracted from the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really good. I thought it was God, last week we had freaking Life is a Highway samba to Cars with Lightning McQueen present. So
right.
This is just leaps and bounds above that.
So much better. Gabrielle Green, I took my first note and only note of comments. Gabrielle Green said, this is giving just bone energy.
I saw that. And I also saw, so Bruno went on his judging rant about like how it was a telenovela.
Oh,
and he and Derek are like, no, I have to leave. No, stay.
Yeah.
And Natalie Boyle commented, I drink every time Bruno touches Derek.
He cannot keep his hands off of him.
I mean, same.
Literally.
Put me next to Derek Huff and I will be giving the same energy.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, okay, so scores. He got all 8s, which I felt was really generous.
I felt like it was fair.
But it was.
Especially as the night progressed, I was like, okay, this is very fair.
Yeah, and historically, I feel like they judge pretty high on most memorable year night because everyone's kind of being vulnerable and they just
you would have to be a real shithead to be like, I get that your whole family died in a house fire and that this dance represents that, but your frame was shitty, so here's a 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you can't. It's illegal to do that, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It
was good for them.
Yeah, it did exactly what they wanted it to do. Nothing more, nothing
so
less.
Much better than last week.
Yes, and cheers to that.
Cheers to them.
He pulled that AA token out of his. I don't know. It he's maybe a magician as well because he ripped that out of thin air.
I was like, what? We're at it again.
He was like, and it's all for these guys. And I was like, what the fuck?
Like, who are they again? Like, I'm like, remind us.
Kindergartners.
I thought it was middle schoolers. Oh, God.
Maybe it is middle schoolers. Which, I mean, fair. Middle school is start them young, baby.
Honestly, we should. Honestly, that's a good point. But kindergartners against bullying is hilarious.
Right out of the womb, you're just like, listen up. Well, here's what we're not going to do is bully others.
Exactly. That's funny. Okay. Next up, we had Shangela and Gleb. Shangela's most memorable year was 2013 when she, on Instagram, the post said, snapped her leg in two, is what the Instagram post said.
Which was, I was like, and then they started playing the video, and I was like, please don't show this. Please.
Yeah, and they showed it.
Thank God it wasn't graphic. Like, I've seen, it wasn't like, do you remember that video of that Louisville basketball player?
Yes. I watched that happen live.
Me
yes.
too. That was the worst
Rough.
thing I've ever seen. That's what I was expecting to see. And so
Yeah.
I was very pleased that it wasn't that. Like, it wasn't a compound fracture where it's like
out of your
sticking
skin.
out
yeah.
of the leg.
Yeah, no. Trigger warning, no. Yeah, so it was really, I thought it was crazy that it happened during a death drop. I thought that was wild. I did not know that was the plot
death
twist.
drops are a thing. Like, I mean, I applaud them for it, but like, I look at it and I'm just like,
Danger.
My knees start just aching in sympathy.
Yeah, and as a concussion survivor, all I can think about is like, how do you not get a concussion from just jumping up and flailing your whole body on the ground?
Yeah, you literally hurl your body to the ground.
Yeah.
On purpose. I mean, it's incredible, and I respect the hell out of it, but like, it couldn't be me.
So what did you think about Shangela and her mom and Shangela's mom?
So this is the first one where I cried.
Okay. Not too far in.
No, like, am I okay? So Gleb saying hallelujah, talking about how
that was
Shangela
so
is this
cute.
like big personality. I'm so in love with their partnership. I'm obsessed with them. I've always loved Gleb because, I mean, look at him. But I love him and Shangela. I feel like she's bringing out the best in him, and he's like, I don't know, they just have this awesome chemistry, and I'm so here for it.
Mm-hmm.
She is beautiful. Her mom, like, their support of each other is so pure.
Mm-hmm.
It is so sweet. And then her mom, like, just like being diagnosed with cancer and going through, like, it was just so emotional, like, because it wasn't just about the broken leg. It was about the comeback and like how this could be a really traumatic injury that, like, depending on how you break a bone, it can be like a serious issue.
Well, and kind of doing something to, like, how Shangela framed it was like, it was important. It's important to the drag queen craft that you do this over and over again, and that you do this all the time, and like, and how she has come back from it and now does it all the time to kind of cope
like
with
as
it.
Guess what, you can't get me with that. But
right.
No, like, and just her story about like me on the walker in the hospital, like
listening to the song.
And then having her mom there as her like biggest supporter, and then her being supportive to her mom. It was just a really sweet story, and having her mom in the audience, I know, had to be so special for her.
Yeah.
And
I was glad she could finally be there.
I know. And when they hugged it out at the end, and then Gleb came in and it was a group hug, I was like,
I know.
I was dead. I was like, just bring everyone. Everyone wants to be a part of this.
I love it.
But as far as the dance goes, I thought that it was so elegant. I loved, I think Lynn made the comment, hold on, Stella is got a bone. And she's gnawing on it. I'm so sorry. But I think Lynn might have said it, like, seeing this new side of Shangela that's so elegant and so vulnerable, as opposed to this big personality that's like such an entertainer, was really refreshing, and it was really cool. Like, I was surprised at how different this was, but it was still equally as entertaining, I felt like.
Yeah, I was excited to see her, because when I heard Roar at first, I was like, oh, I was a little nervous it was going to be like a really high-paced fun dance again, and then I was like, oh, it's a waltz and it's slow and it's elegant. I was amazed by it. I thought she was really stunning, and I loved the how much her and Gleb just have such a good connection. I did see what they were talking about with the high shoulders, but I only saw it one time, and she corrected it pretty fast. But also, Shangela's mom is another stranger who has no idea who I am, that I would die for. So
she is so pure.
I know, she just is so cute, and they got all 8s, which I was just really surprised there was not a 9 in there.
I know, but
can't lie, was a little surprised.
Agreed. But I just, when they cut to the drag queen table, I was like, where do I purchase tickets to sit with these people?
I know.
That would be the best of times. Could you imagine?
No, it would be so much fun, because I would love to hear all their commentary as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, who was next?
JJD.
Okay. Whew. JJD and Alan. Tango to Blue Jeans. I'm sorry.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
dude?
it's unfair because it did not really
Who
flow.
picked this? Who picked this?
I'm wondering if she did.
No,
Because
surely
that's
not.
that's an impossible song to tango to.
Okay, here's the thing, and I mean this not ugly. It's just kind of a statement. That song is bad.
Yeah, it's not cute.
It's not great. It's not good. I'm really excited that she is following her dreams of becoming a country music star.
Yeah.
However, it's not like she doesn't sing well, but she's got some banging lyrics. It's like there was really no redeeming quality. What is this song about?
So, I don't know. It's like I'm heading out to the bar, headed out to the country in my blue
You know
jeans.
what this song isn't about? Becoming a mother.
Yeah, being a child. Yes.
Unless you're going out to the bar and your blue jeans you get some man to come home and get in your blue jeans, and then next thing you know, you're a mom.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I felt it gave off like very cheap energy to me. Like it felt like it was inauthentic. Obviously, it didn't feel like a tango at all.
No, she's like twerking at one point.
I hated the Miley Cyrus like breakout portion. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like giving me like
the side by side.
Yeah, what is that song? The Kick It Slide. What's that Miley Cyrus dance? It's like the cowboy step or
the hoedown throwdown.
The hoedown throwdown.
All I could think of was now do the two-step.
That's it. The hoedown throwdown, like Miley Cyrus is what that gave me, and I did not love it. Was not the song for her. The only part I loved was how much Vivienne was like loving the spotlight, and that was precious to me, and she was a very, very cute. And I'm like we said last week, I'm not gonna die on the hill of like I hate Jessie James Decker, but she's just not doing great at this show, and this dance did not do her favors.
I don't even think that it's not that she's doing poorly at the show. Like she's okay. There are a lot of people that are in the middle of the pack that I feel like are pretty forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
She's not like standing out as being like, wow, she's clearly the worst. Like it's not like that kind of thing. But this really did not do her any favors. Like
no.
The song choice was, it's not that if she's going to perform to her own song, that's one thing. But on Most Memorable Year, when it's about her beautiful, she and Eric Decker have the most stunning family. Truly.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thrilled for them. They've made some gorgeous children, and they are gorgeous themselves. And I'm sure that she's a wonderful mom. You know, she bakes the cookies, the whole thing. But like, what the fuck choice was this? I
didn't get the message that you were trying to convey, and I don't think it was the right message.
And
if I don't get it, it's the wrong message.
Right. Like for Most Memorable Year, if you're gonna do a tango, okay, that's fine. It's like a little bit more of a kind of an aggressive song.
Right.
Or an aggressive dance, but like the song choice was all wrong.
Yeah.
It was wrong it was wrong for the tango. It was wrong because it's bad, and it was wrong for her theme. You would think that with that choice, her Most Memorable Year was the year that I dropped my first single.
Right.
So I didn't like it. The kids in their blue jean outfits, their Canadian tuxedos, I was so here for it.
Mm-hmm.
The Britney Justin moment in the costuming was great, but that was pretty much it for me.
Yeah. The scores reflected it as well. She got 7s from everyone except for Derek, which gave her a 29 out of 40, which was the lowest score of the night.
I mean, and I think that is as it should have been.
I'm with you.
It was just not ideal for me. Can we pause here? I've got to put Stella somewhere.
Yeah.
She is grunting. All right.
Of course.
Send me a link here in a minute.
I will. Bye.
Okay. So next up we had Gabby. Gabby Girl.
Yes, Gabby Girl and Val.
I think she truly is the most beautiful human.
Yeah, she's really pretty. Even when she has not any makeup on.
I know.
It's wild. Yeah, it's wild. Okay, so I thought I wrote that I liked the cover. I liked whoever was singing. I don't remember the song. I just wrote this cover exclamation point. So I think that means I liked it.
I liked it because I wrote this song. Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was, but we both liked it. Of course, it was a very good dance. It was very stunning. I think it was a really, really, really great and strong dance, but I kind of, when the dance was over, I don't know if you felt this way or not, but I just kind of felt like I wanted more. Like, I didn't feel like it gave me what I was expecting from her. I enjoyed the bit, not really enjoyed it, but I was happy to see. I didn't know Gabby was a nurse. That was the first time I had ever heard it. Um, so I liked seeing that side of her, and I mean, she's older. She's not like a 22-year-old bachelorette. She was a nurse for 6 years before she became famous from The Bachelorette. So
Yeah.
it was nice
So
to
she's
see
like
that side of her.
our age, huh?
Right. Yeah, I think she's our age. I think she's 29 or 30.
Sweet. So I actually really loved this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I'm emotional, but
Mhm.
something about her, you know how sometimes they're like, oh, well, she's cheerleadery, you know, she smiles the whole
Yeah.
time. But something about this, with it being such an emotional dance, and her like in the angelic white, and Val in his like Mr. Clean starched pressed all white number, like that, plus her like toned down smile and just the way they
Yeah.
performed, it was like it gave me a lot of like, it felt very hopeful. So it was like,
Oh,
even though it was about something that like we all remember, like, and you know, neither of us were like, you know, health in the healthcare environment or anything at that time. So I can only imagine, like, we have both of us a bunch of friends who are nurses and all of
right.
that, but
Right.
and so we know that it was like very troubling, and very, you know, difficult, and it was difficult for everybody. And so to remember that, like the horrible, like just aloneness and just everything that went on, and then seeing it kind of portrayed as this beautiful, more like positive, we're on the other side of it. I don't know, it just gave me that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And so that's what I took away from it, and I really, really liked it. I also cried during this one.
Oh, I'm so
um
glad you got that. That's a good perspective, I think, because I think that's what they were going for.
yeah, I think it just, that's what I took away from it. And
Yeah.
it made me feel like, wow, that was some real shit that we all went through there together. Like that was, and I think that was the weirdest thing about COVID, is like, it was the one thing, even though it was super shitty, it
Yeah.
was like something that everyone
Well, and
went
it
through
it stole
together.
it stole so much time from us. Like, even Sarah was texting us and was like, "Oh, so she was a nurse 2 seconds ago." I'm like, "2 years ago is a long time ago." Like, I think that's so crazy. Like, it just feels like COVID was yesterday, but I feel like at the same time, it's been so long.
I know. Well, think about it.
I
You
mean,
and I
different
were
careers. I'm in a completely different career, completely different life
same.
now
Me
compared to 2
too.
years
Yeah.
ago, but it
And
still feels like yesterday.
we were both single as shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now you're engaged, and Brendan and I have been together for a year and a half. Like,
It's wild. I know. So, I'm happy. I'm happy that Gabby gave us that message.
I agree. And her parents were there. So cute.
Yeah, I know. It was good. It was a good moment. I want more from her, though. I'm ready for
I
her to
agree.
get
I'm
her
glad it didn't
10s.
get tens. I didn't think it deserved tens, because I agree. I think it could have had a little bit more. But man, I'm gonna watch it again. I thought it was so stunning, and it made me feel emotional. I think
Good.
maybe I'm just like in my feels today.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
also, Katie Myers commented that she sounds like Anna Faris when she talks, and I was like, oh shit.
I don't know. You know how I am. I'm bad with the names and the actresses.
Anna Faris was married to Chris Pratt. She's
Oh.
in Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds,
Okay, I know. Yeah, okay. I
where
know who
she's
that
like
is
the
now.
superstar girl.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. I can see that now.
So I was like, shit. Just like when we found out that Sam Champion and Jason Bateman have the same voice. I mean,
You can't unhear it.
it's crazy out here.
She got all nines, 36 out of 40, which was it is her highest score of the competition so far.
And I think
So,
it was very well deserved. I don't think
yeah.
it warranted tens just yet, but she's knocking on the door.
Yep, she sure is. Okay. Who else is knocking on the door? I wish she was knocking on my door. Joseph and Daniela.
I cannot believe that I didn't know who this man was like
Oh,
2 months ago because I just adore him. I love him.
he's really cute. And
He's
this
the
was,
cutest boy.
yeah, he is really pure. He's like salt of the earth. I'm really happy. Like he's one of those people who like if he's ever involved in a scandal, like I will just burn Hollywood down because
I
there's
would
like
be devastated.
yeah. He had a Roomba to the song My Way by Frank Sinatra, which was so good. I thought it sounded really good. Okay, his sexy hips, I was here for those.
Yes.
His lines were incredible. I put that this dance was Daniela 101.
Yes, I totally agree. They're back and better than ever, baby.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. His hands, there was not a Tico hand in sight.
Not even close.
His arms, like his shaping was beautiful. Those hips, those pants. I commented, I was like, I don't know I don't remember ordering cake, but he is serving it up.
Literally, Joseph's cake.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Tutti frutti, what a booty, as Lynn
Tutti frutti
says.
would- yeah.
The unbuttoned shirt, his frame. I mean, he's a bodybuilder, so he's got like great broad shoulders and everything. So his frame,
Right.
I feel like if he was schlumpy, it would be terrible. But he was the leading man of that Roomba.
Mhm.
And I was so proud of him. I was so glad that they were back. Daniela crushed it again. She's back on her,
Bullshit.
her
Yeah.
back on her bullshit. It was wonderful. I love that song. I loved his story about like I tried, which I'm sure like you would feel lost. Like you're basically the love child of Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Yeah.
the product of an affair.
And you're literally an outsider in your own family.
Right.
Which,
Like I'm sure that was incredibly difficult for him. And so now he's like, I didn't know who I was supposed to be, and I wanted to be all of these things. And my, with your dad being such a, a huge public
Yeah.
figure, you're just like, well, shit. I guess I'm just gonna try my best to live up to that.
also, he is all of these things because I didn't know he was a realtor. I didn't know he was a DJ. I didn't know that he was a bodybuilder. I didn't I'm like, okay, Joseph, what else is on the resume? I did not see realtor coming.
I know. I loved it. I was like, you can sell me a house any day.
Literally. Okay,
Not in this
so-
economy, but like
Oh,
when it
yeah.
cools off.
Yeah, please. Not even on my radar. Okay, his scores were his best scores so far. He got 9 from Carrion, Lynn 8, Derek 9, Bruno 8. So he had a 34 out of 40, which I was so happy
I
about.
was so happy. I cannot believe how emotional he got during his judge. Like I smiled the whole time, which I always say that. I know I do, but I really did because I was just like, look at our guy. Look at him
I
go.
know.
He's crushing it. He's nailing it. Like so excited and so happy, like genuinely happy for him. And then he like is like weeping, like crying. And I was like,
I know.
oh
He's
my
doing
God.
so good.
I just am so happy for him. I love him. I'm ready for his dad to be in the audience. I think his mom was there tonight. I think that's
she
who
was.
they showed.
Yeah, I think so.
And she is so cute. I love her.
yeah.
But I wonder if his dad's gonna make an appearance.
I'm interested in that for sure, but I guess only time will tell.
I also so I was very confused because I was like, wow, I'm really like hot and bothered and into this, but also I'm crying. So it was a very
spectrum.
right.
Spectrum of emotions.
I was like, I'm feeling everything all at once, and I don't think that I like that.
Yeah, it was very good, and I was so happy to see him.
I
I was
just,
just saying wow, wow, wow the whole time because he is the one we did not expect.
No, and the weirdest thing is that like this season, I don't know why, but like I feel like proud of these people. Like I'm like, there are people like we took them
Yeah.
under our wing, and we talk about them. We want all this
Yep.
great stuff for them, and they're doing it. And like last year, it was kind of just Amon. Like we had a few other favorites here and there, but like he was our main one. And this
Right.
year, I feel like we have that for everyone
Because I genuinely don't want to see one person go home.
I know I really like all of these people, which is
Ugh.
very new. I'm very stressed.
I know this has never happened before. So speaking of people that we love, next up, Daniel and Britt.
And Gabe. And Gabe.
Oh, okay. Daniel and Britt and Gabe.
The trifecta, baby.
It was so I wrote down that this dance was like the sun. I just said it was so like bright and light and like I just felt their chemistry. I'm in love with Daniel. I think Britt's in love with Daniel. The lifts looked fine to me. I know they were getting some flack for the lifts, but I thought they looked good. I think this was a time too in rehearsal where also throughout the whole night, like they're filling in a lot of time now. And so we're seeing a lot of rehearsal practice.
Yeah.
And so this was the first time where it was like, oh, this is how Gabe really works with them in rehearsal, who's like having to sign for Britt while Britt is literally flipped over on Daniel's back and Daniel doesn't know what to do next. And Gabe's sitting there like telling
a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and telling Daniel exactly what Britt's saying out loud that needs to be done. Like it was a wild experience to watch. And I think it just makes me respect and love this partnership even more.
Right. Well, also they were matching. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was like, this is funny.
What did you think?
So they dressed Daniel like he was ready for retirement, headed out on Miami Beach, baby.
But like they should have at least got him like the Untuck It shirt. Like they like, you know, the Untuck It shirt.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by Untuck
It. Yeah, they wish. But yeah, I wish if Untuck It, if you're listening, we're willing to take a sponsorship. Maybe I should reach out and be like, we mentioned you on our podcast and we get like hundreds of listens a week. So
we do a triple digit club, baby.
Yeah, we are. We're killing it. But regardless, his shirt was a little long. However, I was so happy to see them include Gabe, and you called it.
Well, I saw it on Instagram. It wasn't a big secret. Everyone thought I was joking.
Well, like, no, like it wasn't that you saw it on Instagram. In our first episode, you talked about it. You said one day you were like, they will include Gabe in a dance. And this was like well before they ever announced anything on Instagram.
I'm 2 for 2, baby. I had the Hercules thing. I'm talking about, I mean, I need to buy a lottery ticket.
I know. I'm impressed. Share the winnings with me, please.
I'm amazing. I'm the best.
Yeah.
But I loved the ASL that they incorporated into it.
Yes.
It was really good. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I was maybe distracted a little bit by Gabe being there and I was like waiting to see what he was going to do, that I feel like I missed out a little bit on the dance.
Okay.
Because I was trying to watch too many things at one time, if that makes sense.
I think like what I noticed, I was like, oh, he's signing for right now, so I'm just going to watch them. Like,
and then he walked up and I was like,
oh, the trifecta.
Right. It was really good. I'm ready for their breakout dance, though.
Yes, me too. I'm so ready for their Halloween night Iman and Daniela dance. Like I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that like moment where the whole dance floor is just quaking and everyone's like losing their mind over them.
Right.
And I think Daniel's waiting for it too. Daniel's ready.
He knows. And it's really funny to see him be so competitive and like put so much pressure on himself. And I feel like Britt is gonna like eat that up and be like, okay, well, if you want to do it, let's do it. And they're gonna
go for it then. Yeah. I'm ready.
All right, next up. Oh, wait, what were their scores? Tell us.
Oh, 2 8s and 2 9s. Carrie Ann and Lynn with the 8s, Derek, Cuff, and Bruno with the 9s, 34 out of 40.
And then, shall we talk about just, again, briefly, we're going to touch on the backbone of this entire show, Gabe. He's 1 second, he's in the dance. 2 seconds later, he's signing what the judges are saying behind them. And then the next thing you know, he's teleported to the skybox. Like, this man is like...
No, like we need someone who's there. Like one day someone needs to go. Like I hope somebody in the Facebook group goes this season or something so we can see the logistics of how fast Gabe has to move.
He is the fastest man alive.
Yeah, I just am so thankful for him. He's the best. He really is the star of this season. I
need so badly a behind the scenes view of just Gabe.
And the last thing I'll also say is I have got to watch Coda.
Yeah, me too. I'm a terrible person.
That's our next homework.
That's a long homework.
It's okay, though. We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it, Katie. Come on. We got to do it for Daniel and Britt, okay?
We will, but not... I mean, we already have to watch tomorrow. We have to watch another 2 hours of Dancing with the Stars, so I don't know if I can commit a lot more TV time this week.
You're right.
So, but we'll do it eventually.
Okay. Well, next up, Jordan and Brandon. 2017 was her husband year, and that was her most memorable year.
Her husband year. That's what we're calling it now.
It was her husband year. Yeah.
I'm ready for my husband year.
Your husband year was Probably whenever you met Brendan. There's still time, but you
oh
never
my
know.
God. So the unspoken elephant in the room was none other than Jason Derulo.
Yeah, I was like, okay, Bestie, you don't have to allude to it so hard. Like, just say you had a pretty rough previous relationship with a very famous person.
Say it.
Jason Derulo. I'm coming for his job, so.
Well, I mean, we can't hate on him that bad, though, because he is a part of the DWTS family.
That's so true.
Because he had Emma in his Mamacita music video.
That's so true. And he also had Jordan in his Marry Me video.
Yeah, well.
We see how that turned out.
Spoiler alert, they did not get married. And now she's married to someone else and is freaking thriving. You see their cute-ass kid.
That cute-ass baby.
Oh, my God. So last week, she dedicated her song to her kid. This week is all about her mans. I think her turns still need a little bit of work. I loved this like newfound confidence in her.
Yeah.
Like she like committed, she went full send. However, it was a little bit sloppier. And I didn't like Brandon's choreography. I said it felt very week one, like with the choreo. Like it felt very gimmicky to me.
Huh. That's funny because I put that it was a very fun dance and I enjoyed the choreography. I put that she just has wild arms. She
really does. She has car parking lot inflatable man arms.
Please. I'm like they're just being, and the other thing is they're long arms because she's a tall woman. So
cooked
like
spaghetti noodles.
She's got to get them like she's got to hit
she's
a
got to rein
line.
them in.
Yeah, the other thing is like I'm sorry, but I really am confused why she didn't. I'm not saying that her husband's not important, but like, what about American Idol?
Well,
I mean, your whole life. This is because you're famous now from this. Like, why wasn't it American Idol? I don't know. I think that's where I was just kind of like, oh damn, you kind of lost me a little bit because I was hoping you'd pick American Idol. But that's just probably the pop culture fan in me.
No, I mean, I think other people said that too, but also that was like that was a lifetime ago. I feel like
that's true, but
so much has happened since then, and it's not like she's like.
It was just the big like American Idol wasn't just, no offense, Dancing with the Stars. It was huge then when she won. So I'm also just kind of like really confused.
But she also didn't come out of it as like Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood.
That's true.
Like she's obviously a very talented musician. Like she's a fantastic singer, performer. Winner. Yeah, Grammy Award winner. However, her spotlight didn't last as long.
Yeah. Also, it's her life, so I should just.
It's my life.
I should just stop trying to choose it for her.
Yeah. Why are you trying to pick her most memorable year, dude?
Anyways, Guilty. She got 8, 8, 8, and then a 9 from Bruno, which I thought was a little surprising because I thought it was a very 8 dance.
I agree that it was a very 8 dance. It was a little chaotic.
She ate it up.
Damn it. You know what else was chaotic? That fucking judging.
Okay, the judging was chaotic. The banter between
Did everyone smoke crack before that?
It was like, I don't even remember when some of the problems happened. I feel like it was when Jordan's there because I also think in the judging, Jordan tries to match everybody's energy and gets a little bit like hectic too. And so Tyra and her almost competing, and then like everybody is just losing their shit, and Bruno's falling out of chairs, and like nobody knows where they are. It's like everybody forgets their manners.
Tyra's like, oh, you got married, so now I'm gonna get married, and I want to get married, and me and Bruno are gonna get married, and then I'm gonna divorce you the next. And I was like,
it was so toxic. Like it was like, this is bad TV. Like it's not good. It's painful.
It was really bad.
Like we can't hear what anyone's saying.
Derek was pissed.
Oh, he was not happy.
Which like because he takes it seriously. Like you can tell by the like thoughtful feedback that he gives every single person. Like it's not that he's like, I want to come on here and like be the big dick in a locker room and like tell everybody what's what and show them that I'm the best dancer and I know more than them.
And he is the best dancer on that panel.
He is, but by far. Carrie Ann's very much the one that's like tisk tisk tisk. Like Here's what
Yeah.
you need to be doing. And he's more like such a positive person who's like, here's something that you can work on that I've noticed. And it's always something that no one else says. Like, it's very thoughtful. You can tell he puts a lot of thought into that.
Well, because he wants everybody to win.
Right. He's the best. And so for them to just be like, it was like when you have a substitute teacher at school and everybody loses their damn mind.
Yeah, literally. Tonight was big substitute teacher vibes.
It truly was.
Everyone was out of control.
It was very stressful, honestly. And I was like, I was crying earlier and now I'm like pissed. Because I was like, this is stupid. Like,
disrespectful.
Truly. I was really annoyed. And I feel like such a grandma being
I feel like such a boomer being like, Tyra sucks every week, but then I'm like,
how dare you guys act a fool on national television?
Yeah, literally.
It was just bad. And then I was like, Tyra, shut the fuck up. Tonight was so bad for her especially.
It was her worst night, honestly.
Truly.
I genuinely, like, she's not even worth it, but it's like, it was genuinely her worst night of commentary. It was her worst night of asides. Like, it was her worst
I was
night.
like, and this should be the easiest because it's not about you. It's truly the entire premise is about the celebrity.
She finds a way to make everything
about
Tyra.
Fuming. I was like, if you don't shut up and stop holding these people hostage on the ballroom dance floor and let them escape to the skybox, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yep.
I was like, you sit your velveteen ass down. Which is
the Velveteen Rabbit.
Oh,
it was rough.
It was really bad. Also, I hate that you can see her sitting on her stool when people are dancing,
and she's just holding the mic like she's got
just
something
chilling,
to say.
just fucking chilling.
But anyway, I'm over her.
I'm over her.
Okay,
Jordan was good. It was not anything to write home about. Lots of eights. She ate.
But she should have ate more because she didn't. I don't think Bruno should have given her that 9 for those arms.
No, it's because he fell out of his chair. He hit his head. He doesn't know. He's in concussion protocol.
Literally. 33 out of 40.
Okay, let's talk about Charli D'Amelio.
Let's talk about Charli D'Amelio and Mark.
Hold on. Who said it? I think it was Gabrielle Green.
She says funny stuff.
She said, also, she's pregnant. She's like 35 weeks pregnant. She commented and she was like, my hormonal 35-week pregnant ass is about to lose my shit. So congrats on the baby.
Oh, congratulations. I hope you listened to us during labor.
Oh, I don't know if I would want that for her.
No, this show can do nothing but induce anxiety. So actually, Gabrielle, I know you're listening because you've told me before that you do. Don't listen to us during labor, but know that we wish you well and we're so excited for you. That's amazing.
And you absolutely sent me into orbit with your comment. I thought Mark was old Greg.
No, he was giving old Greg energy.
He truly was. And again, with the early 2000s throwbacks, like old Greg, that was like traumatizing. That and like Salad Fingers and like Charlie the Unicorn. Like what the fuck were we watching on YouTube? Where were our parents?
No, I know.
I was like 12 years old watching someone go, I have a mangina.
And it was like the funniest thing to say on the bus. Like,
oh, true that. Although now I'm still
if you went to private school, you probably don't know what we're talking about.
If you went to private school, get cultured. Welcome to the streets, baby.
Watch the old Greg YouTube video. And the private school kids probably did it too, but I'm just imagining, like, I'm just thinking about me being a public school kid hustling on the bus, like trying to make friends and having to watch all this stuff like on the family computer to be able to talk to kids on the bus.
Yeah. Yes.
Old Greg is one of those things.
Yes. I just need to share this and get it off my chest.
Okay.
So I only had to ride the bus a couple of times.
Rich.
And it was no, my mom was a school teacher, you idiot. So I definitely wasn't rich.
So yeah, opposite.
She just took me to school with her ass. So when I was in high school, my freshman year, before I had someone like to drive, like one of my neighbors finally like started driving me. I had to ride the bus and I was in the band And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I like one Friday, like you have to take your instrument home every weekend, and I had my trumpet. It's
Mhm.
just this in this like hefty case, like it's not, and I was like maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, like off the days. And so I'm carrying this fucking like oversized briefcase with a horn in it. I'm looking for my bus, and it's like at the very front of the line. This is like very traumatic for me. Like I will never forget it. It's one of my anxiety dreams that I have.
Okay.
And so I'm like at the back of the line, and everyone's on the bus, and I'm like, where the fuck is my bus? Like I rarely do this. I'm bad at it. And the
Mhm.
teacher gets on the walkie-talkie and is like, your bus is the very first one. You've got to go. And I'm like at the back of the line. So I take off running,
Oh, no.
sprinting with my backpack, like that I've obviously, my JanSport is like to the lowest thing.
Oh, yeah,
so it's
so
like
it's hitting the back of
smacking
your
me
knees.
in the ass and cheer like a jockey at the Kentucky Derby.
Please.
And then I've got my trumpet just taking me out in the side of the knees because the handle
Oh,
is like
no.
mobile. And so I'm like, shit, this isn't working. So I pick that bitch up and hug it to my chest long ways. And I'm just sprinting, and everyone is looking out the bus windows at me. And
Oh, no.
that's my villain origin story.
Damn.
I just
I
really
can
needed to
picture
tell
it.
that. Yeah,
I
it
can
was
picture
very
it.
traumatic.
That
Me,
is embarrassing.
yeah, me and my wallabies
Yeah.
and my Miss
Well.
Me jeans. It was just not a great time for me. So
I feel that.
I'm sorry for the sidebar, but talking about the bus, just I
Talking
had,
about
like,
the bus and old Greg, man, it just brings out the memories.
God bless. So anyway,
Um,
sorry. Back to
Charlie and old Greg.
So speaking of anxiety,
Literally.
it was when they were talking about last week. So okay, I feel about this dance tonight that a lot of people felt about last week. Like I feel like my emotions are flip flopped. Where like last week I was like, I totally appreciate it, and I totally like get that it was like flawless technically, but I just don't connect to this whole thing at all. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't feel that like same like oh my god.
Yeah, like
But
that
like
was amazing.
this week I saw the little flubs where they weren't quite in sync like they normally are. They were a little more Backstreet Boys. That was
a little bit off, yeah.
So but I was so like emotionally connected to this dance that I didn't give a shit at all.
Yeah, it was kind of nice to see that they weren't necessarily perfect, but Mark is honestly just a creative genius.
Truly,
And
truly.
this is where Mark sets his partners apart, because he will come up with these things that like these other people just aren't going to think of. And I mean, you compare, like, it's hard because Charlie is so good, but then it's like you watch a Jesse James Decker Blue Jean Tango and you're like, okay, what was that? And then you see this and you're like, this is art. Like, this is dance. And I could really feel the meaning. I could tell that it was a really tough dance for her, but like for the meaning of it, you could tell she was nervous. You could tell she was anxious. We talked about the show a little bit last week, like seeing these girls live in this.
I want to double down on that. They do not need this show. These girls are suffering so badly.
Right.
From the anxiety of being in the spotlight. They already are on social media everywhere. They don't need a show. They don't.
Yeah.
Like, let them live their lives.
Let them live. And it's like, while it is a good thing to showcase, and now that people are starting to talk a lot more about anxiety and depression, it's also like, we got to figure out some other ways than using these people as human sacrifices on a Hulu show to talk about anxiety.
Correct.
So she's just a professional. She's incredible. I love watching her.
Same comment as every week. I mean, what are we doing? It's great because of course it is. I mean, but no, again, not me crying.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, we've all at one point or another, like, even if you don't actually have diagnosed anxiety and or depression, like you felt a feeling of anxiety. Like there's been a time where you have psyched yourself out or been nervous or panicky about something. Every single person, I would bet money, has felt that way.
Or can't sleep. Or
right. You have felt that, like whether it's a school project or a speech or whatever it is, like,
first day at a new job, right? All these things.
People feel that feeling. It's very real. It's very relatable. And so I think that, and she performed it fucking beautifully. Like when
Right.
he picked her up and spun her around and she like arched her back and was just like the
It was
most
gorgeous.
gorgeous, elegant, beautiful, stunning. The move where he picked her up with her foot and she did that like almost starburst kind of extension.
Yeah.
I mean, it the whole thing was just so stunning and well done.
Majorly impressed, yeah.
And you knew exactly what they were like. Even if you didn't hear the music, you didn't know the storyline, you came in and you looked at that and with nothing else, you would know exactly what they were showing you. You would know what they were emoting, which is super impressive.
Right. I agree. So good.
So
good that they
good.
got the first 10s of the season. They got 3 10s and a 9 from Lynn. 39 out of 40.
I agree with that.
And I knew it was coming.
I think maybe 2 10s and 2 9s.
Yeah.
But I think even though there was that moment or two where they kind of were a millisecond off from each other and not quite, there's my dog shaking, in sync with one another.
Yeah.
The performance value was so high and you were so engrossed in what was happening that it didn't matter.
Right.
At least to me. That's how I felt about it.
Yeah, it was good. They're perfect. I mean, and I love Mark, so amazing dance.
It was truly, it was like, it was, I love to watch. I'm just like, I'm so shook by this because like I had such a deep emotional reaction to that, which I don't normally do. I'm like, oh, they had a kid or they, unfortunately their father passed away or whatever.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, holy shit, like we've all been that person at one point or another. So I guess that was maybe, I don't know. I was like full on weeping though, like a little baby.
It was a really amazing dance. No one can take that away. It was really good. And they're only going to have so many more iconic moments this season. And I can't wait to see what else they got.
I know.
Okay. So next we had Vinny and Coco. Most memorable year, 2009.
Was there ever a time that was more influential in pop culture?
Truly, no.
Than the Jersey Shore peak era.
It was, as Vinny said, they were the Beatles of 2009. I thought that was the funniest thing I had heard in the longest time. Vinny is just the king of one-liners on this season. He cracks me up. He's just so pure, and I love him.
I'm obsessed with him. I truly love this man.
And I always have since the second he arrived at the Jersey Shore house.
8th grade me loved him. High school me loved him.
Yeah.
28-year-old me still in love with this man.
Yep.
I feel so strongly.
Yeah.
About this person.
I just love how much he's into the show. I love how much he's really enjoying it and trying.
Same. We love commitment from men and women, but I feel like women don't have the same, like, we kind of talked about it a little bit last week. Like, I feel like they do commit. Like, they just kind of go for it because there's no stigma about, like, guys do this thing where they like, oh, if you're really trying, like, oh, you care too much, bro.
Yeah.
That whole, like, thing, like, from when you're, like, in the 5th grade and for the rest of your life.
But this show is different.
This is where boys become men, baby.
Amen, Katie. Amen. Hell yeah. That's so true.
I love it. I love it. Nicole Polanco, I think is how you say her last name, commented, that just made me want to go out and get drunk. Because between the, like, wind suits from the 90s and which I don't really get, it should have been Affliction all day, every day.
Yes, and he should have worn, like, those tees, like those graphic tees. Yeah. Almost the airbrush tees and the sideways hat. Like,
correct.
I wanted more.
That's okay. And she didn't have a hair poof, but that's all right too,
I know. Where was the Snooki poof? Whatever.
I don't know. It's fine. But, I mean, Levels by Avicii.
It was so good.
I was like, oh my God, I think I'm drunk already. Like, me in my bandage skirt in a foggy club, sweating my absolute ass off.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. I was
Yeah.
like having an out of body experience
I
back
feel like-
to the early 2000s.
I
Or
feel
I
like-
guess mid 2000s.
To this dance, it really was. It was like a therapeutic moment. I was like, God, I love Vinny so much. He's calmed down a lot. He looks more relaxed because he's feeling himself in this one. I felt like they were so much more in sync with one another, even though it was simpler. It was definitely a simpler dance than a lot of people. And of course, they had to go right after Charlie and Mark. So it was like, okay, that's
Like,
rude.
wah, wah.
But it was still so in sync. And I agreed with Lynn, it was very clean.
Correct. And less is more.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
You got to
it
play
is.
to your strengths, baby. We're playing chess, and some people are over here playing checkers.
Yeah. Well, he ate it up with the scores. He got all 8. So
True
32
that.
out of 40.
But my God, has there ever been anything that has withstood the test of time
No.
quite like a fist pump moment?
No.
I mean, it just feels good.
Yeah. They committed to the bit, and I loved that.
Although I will say I wanted more from Coco in the choreography department. Like, what is, like, instead of just your generic step touch, like Daniela would have taken that and made it into a more flamboyant, where it's still a step touch and you're not doing anything super difficult with your feet, but made it look better.
Yeah, I texted you and Sarah how I feel about it. I mean, I think he's definitely just not the most skilled dancer that's there. And I do think the choreography feels a little bit more reserved. I think they can do more. I still don't think she's a bad choreographer. I don't think she's a bad partner. I just think both of their inexperience is their
showing.
downfall. It's
Yeah.
both of their inexperience that's their downfall. If Coco had Wayne Brady, she'd probably be getting 10s every week too, just like Whitney. But it's like you have to kind of come down to where your partner is. However, I am hoping and looking forward to a better I don't even know what the right word would be, but just something better from her.
Yeah, I agree. And then when he went up to the skybox,
Oh my God, it was a party.
I wanted to be there. If I
Me
could
too.
teleport, I would have teleported myself. Like Gabe, he can, obviously.
Yeah.
I would have teleported my ass right to the skybox with all of my favorite people. And
Mhm.
he was talking about, like, she's always in charge, like teaching me how to do stuff that I don't know how to do. But when it came to fist pumping, he said, I'm the captain now.
I love that. And it's
He's
true.
the best. He's so funny.
Everybody loves
He's the
him.
best sport.
Yeah.
I want him to stay in the competition. I want him to have his breakout Iman Shumpert Halloween dance where you're just like, holy shit, he's got it.
He will.
By George, I think he's got it.
He will. He will. So it was a good start. It was like a good refresh for them. I really hope they get something good next week.
It was a nice palate cleanser, and like after I wept
Yeah.
over the anxiety versus Charlie D'Amelio dance,
Yeah.
it was a nice okay, this is fun. Like, I'm happy for him.
Right.
And then we got Heidi.
I mean, honestly, I don't have very much to say. I did my deep dive on her last week. They had a rumba. It was good because Heidi's pretty natural. That's kind of, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing every week. She has really great rumba lines, but I think that also is attributed to the fact that Artem's a great coach and she's naturally good at it.
It was very stiff. The whole hip movement of a rumba was not there. And she also it's I don't know if he wears natural deodorant or doesn't wear deodorant at all.
I didn't see.
But she didn't want to be close to him.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't, I guess, not connecting with him.
Normally in a rumba, you're bumping and grinding and middle school grind train vibes.
Yeah.
And she was which I mean, sure, part of it was the choreography a little bit, but it just felt very much you remember Trevor and Emma's? They were everyone
glued.
Oh, you guys are sleeping together.
Yeah.
This was oh, this guy.
Heidi doesn't have the acting potential either. She can't.
She
can't commit to the bit. Yeah, she can't commit to the bit.
And she's not here for the right reasons.
Yeah, she's just underwhelming me. That's
which I'm sad because she's a Louisiana girl.
Yeah, she's a Southern girl. I liked her story about moving to New York.
I know.
being a
I was like,
model.
oh my God, we're finally seeing something from her, like about her life. Like, okay, cool. I'm here for this. We're learning about Heidi. And then
Yeah.
she came in and might as well have been just
I knew immediately.
sleepwalking. I was like, she doesn't, like, she's not putting herself out there. She's not.
Whoa.
My headphones just came out. Hold on. I'm back. Hello.
Hold on. Something, it sounds really off. Hold on. Try again.
Testing.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Back.
Wow. I like went to sit up and change my leg position because my leg is falling asleep and my knee had my headphone cord in it. I'm so used to my AirPods that I'm just like, these corded headphones. I forgot.
I know, but these are the best for the podcast. So sorry, the struggle is real over here. Our
I know.
budget's low, guys. Our budget's low.
Truly. Okay. Hey, anyway, but no, she doesn't commit. And I'm like, dude, you have, like, I would rather see her go, even though she is technically better. I would rather see her go before people, like, even this is a hot take right here. I would rather see her go before Jessie James Decker because she's trying really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting anything from Heidi. Besides, other than like, yeah, she's good, but she's just there. Like,
right, she's just hanging out.
I don't have a connection. I just don't have a connection to her, and I'm never gonna have a connection to her. So that's literally
but it's like it. But she doesn't have a connection to anyone.
Yeah.
Except for Tyra Banks because they were both models, even though Tyra has never heard of her before.
Oh God, I know. That was a rough moment. I felt like in the show because
she was like, "Oh, you were a model? I'd never heard of you." I was like, "Dude, if you don't."
Not even that, Katie. She was like, "You were a model when it was a really tough time for like diversity and inclusion," and I'm like, "You're talking to a thin white woman." Like she
it's because she's short.
Oh please,
she's
just as tall as Artem.
You know, those ballroom dancers are not super tall.
I want to Google how tall is Heidi D'Amelio.
All right, wait.
I can guarantee.
Okay, hold on. I'm Googling it too. My guess is 5'8" max.
Okay, well, my guess is 5'10".
Why is her height so hard to find here?
5'7", 5'7".
Oh, I was right. Almost.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, anyway, I really don't care. She got.
But the average height for a supermodel or a model back in the 90s was like, I mean, except for Kate Moss, she's a short queen, but like most people were tall. Yeah. I mean, that's why. Do you remember? This is really problematic. Do you remember on America's Next Top Model when they had the shorties season where it was like girls that were 5'7" and under?
No.
Well, I did.
Oh, I don't remember, but
isn't that trouble?
Tyra would have found a way. I'm surprised Tyra didn't find a way to bring it up again.
Wait. Okay, so Artem is 5'10".
Okay.
He's also a Gemini, June 12th, and he's 40 years old.
Jeez. Wow. He's ancient. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
It's a joke. Coming from someone who turns 30 in a month, no shame. 30 is the new 15. That's how I'm living by it because I'm not.
30 can be the new 21.
Yeah, please. That's exciting. That's a good way to think about it. But she was very overscored.
Absolutely.
All 9s. 36 out of 40. Way too high.
I said those 9s are buffoonery.
Yeah.
What 9s for what? She gave nothing. She looked really hot. She's got a sick bod. Like,
well, of course, she's a model.
Damn. Is she? I've never heard. Weird. Never heard of her.
Yeah.
But no, like, it just was giving the least. Truly,
she gave the least. Not someone who gave the least. We've got Wayne and Whitney. Most memorable year 2003, the year his daughter Miley was born. They had a foxtrot to his song "Beautiful" from Cinderella 2.
Ah, yes, Cinderella 2, everyone's favorite film.
I think everyone forgets, like, or maybe everyone just needs to be reminded how multifaceted and talented Wayne Brady is.
The man can do it all, truly.
incredible. I thought this dance was beautiful, timeless, gorgeous. It was effortless. I think the judges were just thinking of small nitpicky things just to say them. I don't think there was much that they could really put their finger on. However, I also wanted more from him.
I agree.
Same as Gabby. I was like, okay, you two gotta, because Gabby and Wayne are like right there together. It's hard to separate those two. Like big top three energy, obviously, Charlie, Wayne, and Gabby. And then it's like y'all two both are gonna have to do something to beat Charlie or each other. And I'm ready for more.
It was, he called his daughter his little buddy.
It's cute when he says it.
It was so sweet. I loved it so much. I was like, why am I crying right now?
Yeah.
It was so sweet, so pure. Like, I mean, the emotion that this, like, it was just so sweet. And him dancing to his own song, that, like, it was just, the whole thing was so elegant and beautiful and pure. And I loved it so much, but I agree. I did want more from him. I loved the solo stuff that he did. Whitney choreographed a beautiful dance as always. Like, again, she nails it every time. Also, HBD, Whitney, happy birthday,
Whitney. If you're listening, happy birthday, sexiest woman alive.
But everyone loved it. I mean, I just put, he's beauty and he's grace. He's Wayne Brady.
He's Wayne Brady. 30. Okay, so the scores. Wayne got 9s from everyone except Generous Bruno, our king, gave Wayne the 10, which put him in a clear second place.
Yes, true. Our one true king, Bruno.
Literally.
We do talk about Bruno on this podcast.
Yeah, we do. But I was really happy to see Wayne get a 10, and I think him and Whitney were floored when they saw it.
I was so happy. I was like, it was very weird feeling such joy for like other people.
Yeah.
But I was so happy with his 10. I thought it was well deserved because it really, I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. There was like, I did want more, but at the same time, I felt like, again, like, it's just so funny to watch him perform and watch his emotion come out, even though he's just dancing kind of like everyone else. It's like the performance value is so much higher.
Exactly. And I'm like, you can't score him the same as Heidi. Like, you just can't.
Ugh. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed.
So the whole night they were hinting at like something major announcement, like some major announcement's going to change the trajectory of the show. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, are we going?
So I would have bet you $100 that they were going to say there's going to be a double elimination tomorrow night.
Literally. That's what I thought. Like double or triple, honestly.
And then we got our shit rocked.
Yeah. Which honestly, though, both you and I predicted this. Maybe even I predicted this one on our episode 1, where I said, I think that Selma will leave on her own accord. Like, I don't think she will get voted off of this show. I think she will leave when it's time for her to go. And that's exactly the news that they were saving. And I think that everyone was shocked. Like, I don't think any of the pros or any of the partners competing knew this was happening.
I agree. It was like the reactions were like very legitimate.
Everyone was bawling their eyes out. Like, there was not one person who was not crying.
Tyra wasn't crying.
Well, okay, she doesn't count.
But as she said, I'm teary-eyed, and there's a lot of other dry eyes in the house. And I was like, you fucking nailed it, didn't you, sis?
She's such an idiot. I can't. But yeah, so Selma announced that she was stepping away from the competition because under doctor's orders, and
it was just too much for her body. Yeah. And I mean, every single person, like even Charli D'Amelio, who is like a dancer and who is fab, fit, and fun, sponsored.
Please. Actually, we're not the girls from
But like even she is like, this is so like grueling. Like, this is hard shit. Mm-hmm. Like, so if you know you're healthy, young, you know, spring chickens are out here like, holy shit, this is hard work.
Wayne's gonna need a knee replacement.
Don't you say that shit. Take it back.
In 10 years. Not anytime.
Take it back.
I'm sorry, I take it back. I don't mean it.
But for her, like, I mean, God only knows. Like, she has been such a trooper that this whole thing, she hasn't complained. Like,
never.
I knew the moment because I had forgotten. Like, I didn't forget about them. Like, I know that they're on the show and I love them, but I had like forgotten, I guess, that they hadn't performed just because I was, I guess, maybe so emotionally drained at this point. I felt like I'd been through a war. and and the moment that they're like, we have a big announcement, and they pan to Selma and Sasha, I was like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
And then I just like, and then I couldn't see anything anymore because my eyes were so clouded over by all my tears.
I know.
I
was emo. I didn't say a word.
I was weeping. I was like, not like just like tears rolling down my face. I was like, like weeping.
So she announced like, we're going to do one last dance. And Sasha was like, I'll choreograph something for us to do if you want to. And then she was like, yeah, of course. So they performed a stunningly beautiful.
I like might cry talking about this.
Stunningly beautiful dance. And it was so like you could not have ended on a more bittersweet note. It was so good. And I'm just so happy this is how she went out. Like, she went out and it was definitely her time because she knew it, you know? And so I'm just so happy.
Well, and she listened to her body and her doctors, and like, I'm really happy for her, especially with her having a son to take care of. And like,
yeah, I just like, I can't even say enough, like, how much I love and respect her and how much America loves her and always has. And it's so amazing to see that she came out and did this. Like, how many people turned the show down, like, because they don't want to be embarrassed or whatnot. And then she came out and just like championed it. And I'm just obsessed with Selma Blair, obsessed with Vivian Kensington,
who turned out to be the true hero.
Literally the hero.
Oh my God. It was so emotional. Like, and then Sasha was like he had a lot go on. Like, obviously.
Oh my God.
It was like, they both like needed each other so badly.
Yes.
It was so sweet. And like, you could tell, like, they really, it was like, that last dance, I mean, they were floating.
So
it was
so good.
It was perfect. She was beautiful. He was just like leading her. Like, it was perfect. I loved it so much. And I just like, I just cried the whole time. Yeah. And I knew, and I commented, and I was like, they're about to give these people all tens, and I'm going to be a puddle in the fucking floor because.
Yep.
I mean, it was like the standing ovation of all standing ovations. And like, I think the thing that really, like, I was already not well. Yeah. And the thing that maybe set me over the edge was like, when they shot the skybox and everyone was like,
Noelle.
Oh my God. I was like, so.
Alan literally bawling, like Alan literally bawling his eyes out. I was like, oh my God, these people love Selma. Like, they don't want to see this happen.
How could you not? I mean, I mean, even all of these people, I love all of these people, but like,
I hope they have a big DWTS like stars group text.
Me too.
And they're just like all friends, because that's how this season feels. Like, I feel
it does. I feel like we're at summer camp.
Yeah, I feel like they have a group me and they all love each other.
Oh my God, it was just so much. Like, it was overwhelming a little bit.
Like, all the questions they kept asking her like made me more sad because she like doesn't want to go, but she knows she has to, and nobody wants her to. But then the question, like, when they asked Sasha, and he was just like, I've had a really hard year. And I said that, I said it out loud right before he even answered. I said, Sasha has had such a hard year. And then he said, I've had a really hard year. I lost a close family member. And I was like,
his wife.
I'm like, Bessie, that's what I know. That's what he was talking about. I know it was, because he hasn't, like, I went and searched all of his Insta. Obviously, he doesn't have anything with Emma on it anymore. Like, they have cleared each other off, but he had nothing about anything else. And Sasha's a big poster. And I really think he meant that. Like, I lost Emma. I'm losing Emma right now. And this has just been a really hard year. And I'm like, oh my God, this could not be more emotional. And Sasha could not have been a better partner for Selma this season. And I loved this partnership. I'm so happy they got the first perfect score of the season. And it was just so meaningful. And it was the most meaningful 40 of 40 of all time.
I totally agree. I'm like actually crying right now.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Don't
No,
cry.
it's
Don't
okay. I'm like that girl in Mean Girls. I just have a lot of feelings.
Literally. Yeah. It's also like so late and we stay up and emotionally drain ourselves with the show. And then,
So I just had a couple of comments that I wanted to read. Leah Horde said, full on losing it, sedate me.
same.
And then Gabrielle Green goes, I look like Mark right now with mascara all over my face.
Oh, same. We
Oh
are
my
all
God.
old Greg after all the tears.
I'm old Greg. It was just like,
Aw.
it was so sweet. And then fucking Tyra.
Dude.
She said Selma and Artem. And I was like, bitch. Of all, like, you can fuck up a lot of shit. You can call, like,
you can call Landon Logan. Like,
twice, 2 times.
Yeah.
And then, but like, this is the one that you like kind of got to get right.
Yeah, it was a rough moment.
And
Bad
then,
night for Tyra. Bad
It was
night.
terrible. And then she's like, so you're mommy to this little pumpkin. And I was like, why are you forcing this
Shut
so
up.
hard? Shut the fuck up and let this woman talk. Just go, excuse yourself. Get out of here. Your static cling is obviously interfering with your fucking brain and earpiece.
I'm just ready for her to go.
I hated
It's not
it.
working. It's not working.
No, but her son is so precious. The dance was beautiful. The perfect score was everything. When they lifted her into the air at the end, I was like,
oh, and then Emma was the one doing it. That was my favorite.
She loves to lift people into the air. Have you noticed that?
Yes, it's her favorite thing to do.
That's her thing. I love it so much. But I mean, I'm really concerned because I feel so emotionally drained after tonight, and we have a whole nother night tomorrow, which what the fuck theme is prom night?
I don't know. It's like a really stark contrast to this.
But like, what does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's going to be like dance offs and stuff.
No, I know the dance off is at the end, and that's to be crowned king and queen.
Oh.
But like,
I don't know.
What is a prom theme?
I honestly.
And Tyra said she's going to have costume changes, so I'm like pissed already.
Yeah. So I am going to the Lizzo concert tomorrow. So I'm going to miss watching live. Katie and I are going to have this episode come out on Tuesday and then our prom night recap come out on Wednesday. So it gives me time come out probably on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, Thursday morning.
Yeah, that time period. So that's like how that's going to work. But we had to give you something and we could not give you a 3-hour long episode where we recap both. It just would not be fair.
No, it would be a lot. And especially with like the emotional roller coaster that I've laughed, I've cried, I've hated Tyra. It's like I've had a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
And so I just needed to get this out so that I can move forward with like so that we can go to prom tomorrow.
Let's go to prom. Speaking of riding the bus, middle school, all these 2009 2010s, let's go to prom tomorrow.
All right, let's go to prom. Bet.
All right, well, I'll see you at prom.
Hey, I'll see you at prom. save a dance for me, girly.
Will do. I will.
All right,
talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you back next week.